Video games get banned around the world for all sorts of reasons, but some reasons are weirder than others. So today we're going to dive into a list of 5 video games that were banned for some pretty strange reasons. As always, let us know in the comments below of any games that were banned around the world that we may have missed and your thoughts if you've played these titles. With that, let's get on to the list.
Number 5.
The kid-friendly game Roblox seems like a weird title to ban. The game's a creation platform and has millions of players from all over the world and lets you create your own mini-game worlds, chat with friends, and generally mess about online. But it's that chat part that got the game banned within the United Arab Emirates. Citing foul language, the UAE banned the game because children could hear some naughty words and that would ruin them for life. It's still possible to play the game if you use a VPN, but if you're caught, you could face a fine of up to $13,000. That's a lot of money for a game that's free to play, but I suppose the trade-off is that the UAE never had to deal with any Roblox streamers.
Number 4.
Half-Life is one of the most important first-person shooters in history, and it has gone on to influence pretty much the entire genre since its release. But it seems that Singapore didn't quite think so highly of the title, as it banned the game from sale due to violence featured within. Now that's not all that strange in the grand scheme of things, but what was the fact that Half-Life was already on store shelves for well over a year by the time the ban went into effect. This meant that the game was already huge and that LAN clubs had popped up where people could come play the game together, as well as its mods, including Counter-Strike. The government was super serious though about this ban and went on to raid several places selling and hosting the game. Retailers would start a petition, and they eventually managed to get the government to drop the ban only a week after it was launched, because of the financial impact on retail and other sellers.
Number 3.
Now this is a really strange one on our list. EA Sports MMA was banned over in Denmark, but if you figured it was over the violence the game is actually based on, you'd be very wrong. The game was actually banned because of energy drinks. You see, Denmark has a law on the books that prohibits the marketing of any type of energy drink. EA either didn't realize this or simply didn't care because they didn't alter the game for release in the country. Now, selling the game is not technically illegal, as you can still find copies on store shelves over in Denmark, but these are import titles and not released inside the country. But, you know, as long as the kids are safe from that evil tarring.
Number 2.
Command & Conquer Generals, one of the last good C&C games, was banned over in China. Now it's not hard to see why, as military-type games often cause a ruckus with the country that is often depicted as the bad guys in whatever story is being told. But what is a little bit weird in this case is that China can actually be considered one of the protagonists in the game thanks to how the story plays out from each perspective. You actually defend China from an invading terrorist organization during the campaign. But that didn't matter, and China banned the game for, as they say, smearing the image of China and the Chinese army, when it was actually one of the few military games out there that painted them in a pretty positive light.
Number 1.
Mark Echo's Getting Up, Contents Under Pressure is not a good game. But that didn't stop Australia from banning it outright. Heck, we could put together a whole list full of the games Australia has banned for one reason or another. Now, their reasoning for the ban was an interesting one, as the game originally was released in the country under their MA mature rating. But after it hit store shelves, the federal attorney general down there called for the ban. He claimed that the ban was called for because the game had what he called high impact themes, which in this case was the glorification of graffiti culture. Now, nobody let this man get his hands on a copy of Jet Grind Radio, lest Australia lose that one too. And that's our list. If you like this content, feel free to go buy us a coffee to keep this hamster wheel rolling so we can put out even more content. But the best thing you can do for us is simply like, comment, subscribe to this channel, share it with everyone, and let us know in the comments below which games of these you've played, which games we may have missed, and what you'd like to see for a future list. So until next time, we'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.